Hello everyone, here is the base of the spread that we're going to be working on today, and we're going to start off with some watercoloring, which is something I haven't done in this my Project Life album yet. So I'm going to start out by doing the packaging technique. This is probably the second time I've done it, and I'm just using my watercolors there. That's from Artist Loft from Michaels. And so I'm just wetting my brush and spreading the ink on this packaging and smushing it down. And I just chose two colors, orange and blue, and I let that dry. And then I'm going to do some more watercolor look. I'm just going to take some color here and spread some on my scratch paper. And my brush is a very cheap brush, so the bristles are falling out. So I'm going to use this stamp from Evalicious, which is old. I'm stamping it twice to get a lighter color there, and I cut those out. And then I'm going to use this stamp set and stamp atop this watercolor, I guess, color swatch that I made, so that I get that watercolor look behind my stamps. So I'm stamping the leaves and the floral image. And I'll stamp the floral image on the blue, and I was going to stamp twice, but the second image didn't come out well, so I'm going to use the first stamped image. So here I cut them out, as you can see, and I'm just matting my photo on some scrap paper that I've had in my stash just to get that black and white outline. And I'm really using all my pieces here, and I'm going to make a little banner here just to have something, a place for my embellishments to kind of sit. So I'm just placing the flower, the two leaves, and then that arrow. And then I'm going to add some word stickers here. And these are some old ones that I had in my stash forever. And I ran out of E's, so I'm going to take my black Bic marker, which is an alcohol marker, and I'm just going to change the color of the letters. So I can make the letter F an E, and you won't know the difference because I didn't have a blue marker that matched this color blue in the sticker. So I'm just going to make all the letters black by tracing over it and then make the letter F an E. And so there, now I have all the letters I need to spell the word cutie, and instead of the blue they are black. And then to finish this pocket out, I'm just going to add some black washi tape, which I will carry through this entire layout. So there's the first pocket done. Almost done, sorry. Going to add one more piece of washi tape on the bottom to ground it. So we'll move on to the next pocket. And this one I did a similar technique again. I just took a wash of some watercolor just to create a background color. And again, you can see my bristles are falling out. And then just taking that alpha stamp, and I'm going to customize a little tag here. The words "love you" came from that same stamp set from Simon Says stamp with the florals in it. And I'm just adding some washi tape to go behind that little label. And then I'm going to use my trusty old little stapler. And this will be upgraded in this video to my tiny attacher, which I finally got. So I'm adding a little more washi tape to the top just to help decorate that black space there of the photo. And that finishes this pocket. This one also I kept very simple. I just wanted to cover some of that bright space of the photo. So these are some little banners that I created myself in my just using stamps and cut them out. So again, my trusty old stapler. And then I just had a free printable, and I just wrote my little journaling in it. And then this photo, it was so large there wasn't much space to embellish, so I just added this black washi tape on all four corners. Very simple, but I just didn't want to leave the photo blank, so there you can see. And that's all I did for that one. So here on this card is where I do some hand lettering. So I started out in pencil just to see how it will fit, and also because I was mixing two different lettering styles, so I wanted to make sure they looked good together. And then I'm just tracing it now with my Stampin' Up! Black journaling pen. And this is sped up. You can't really tell, but take your time because you want to have nice smooth strokes, and this way too you can ensure you follow your pencil lines well. Not exactly, if you know, I kind of correct myself when I go over my pencil markings, but take your time so that you can get a good result that you're happy with. And then again, I'm just going to darken these cursive letters wherever your pen stroke goes in a downward motion. So I'm going to speed this up for you so you don't have to see the whole thing, but that's the technique. And then once I had that done, here on the last letter, I just erased my pencil marks. Here I just show you up close how I did that, and I just erased my pencil marks, and that finishes the lettering. I stamped some more flowers and leaves from the same stamp set, and doing the same technique as I did for those the large flower in the first pocket, and just glued those down. And that finishes that card for now. I will go back to it. Here, this was a plain filler card, so I wanted to show off some more of that watercoloring because the first pocket it sort of got covered up. So I'm doing the same technique, same colors. And as that was drying, I went back to this card and I thought it would be nice to add a little more of a watercolor look. So I'm taking that same blue that I used and I'm just brushing it very messily around the edges. And I really like the way this looked. I thought it added a nice watercolor effect and nice pop of color there. So now back to this filler card. I added some black stickers that say 1 month old, and this is a frame I had in my stash, and so I was kind of holding it in place to make sure the letters fit. I added my date stamp there, and then I did add some staples, and I'm going to take my marker here and just color in the heart there. Just add a little pop of color, and that will finish that card. So on to the next filler card. I'm taking my favorite alpha set here, and it only has one of each letter, so I just wanted to show you how I spell or stamp the word little, because I needed 2 T's and 2 L's, so I stamped half the word, and I had to do the same for this second word, feet. And so kind of spelling it backwards, but that way I could ensure it was somewhat centered or lined up the way I wanted it to. And then I mixed cursive here with a Heidi Swapp stamp set there for the word adore. And then this is just an embossed arrow that I made myself with my stamps and embossing powder. And then again, just to match everything else and decorate the top, I used that same black washi tape. And I'm adding, yay, staples with my new tiny attacher. I'm so excited. I love it already. So onto this photo, again, just decorating the bottom using that same black washi. And then I wanted to stamp on the photo. And I'm using StazOn ink for this. And I wanted to show you that there my first time didn't come out at all. I don't know what happened, but thankfully my stamps were clear so I could see through it, and I stamped over it a second time and it stamped much better the second time. So that finishes those 2 cards. Now this one is, I just used my X-Acto knife and I partially cut out that camera image so that I could slide my photo behind it like that. And this is an old banner I've had forever in my stash, oh my gosh, and I'm so glad I was able to use it here. You don't know how happy I was to actually be able to use it. My gosh, that thing has been in my stash forever, and I think I have 3 more to try to use. But anyways, I used that So Sweet, which was from a baby Project Life card. I cut it out. And then again, I'm going to use my tiny attacher to staple down this edge of the camera because it was sticking out because of the toothpick. And then I added this little, not a rhinestone, what's it called? Dot from Stampin' Up. So here I'm just going to show you really quickly kind of a close-up of each photo pocket. This layout, I had to stop and come back in 2 days to do it, because I kind of lost my inspiration of what to do on these filler cards. I had really no journaling whatsoever, so it was a little difficult for me to figure out what I wanted to do to fill these cards up, but I think it turned out really nice. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the process and seeing this layout, and I'll see you next time. Bye!